expressed in this program by the host or guests do not state or reflect those of the company, its management, sponsors, or any entities they represent.
Oh, it's lit. We prime time. Subscribe, like, and share. Give us your feedback. Yo, I'm Manny at the plate and Kobe off a steal. Gretzky for the goal and Brady at the wheel. I'm a game changer, the Osaka of the tennis, and breaking scoreboards. Simone to the Olympics, defense and big business. The Mayweather who way better. From the greatness of Jim Brown, I've been down. Talking sports before I was off the porch. Screaming Bo knows while Jordan was playing horse. Late 80s getting torched by the drive and the shot. 2016 got a ring off the three in the block. They eased to forgot the cardiac kids. Price and Doherty, Bill in the Indian years. This who it is. Your host DeeTrynt, yo, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. Yo, your host DeeTrynt, that's a name banger. Come in the streets and talk sports with the game changer. And talk sports with the game changer. What's really good? DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, InDaStreetzSportz, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, X, Twitter, whichever one you want to call it, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG as well at InDaStreetzSportz or at DeeTrynt, right? If you missed the live streamings, make sure you catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the InDaStreetzSportz channel. Subscribe, like, share, follow. Once you get in there, look for Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly, DeeTrynt. Do the same. Make sure y'all check out the InDaStreetzSportz.com website where you got all the latest articles that we have on every sport that we could think of, right? And every sport that you know. You got players, teams, topics you want highlighted, you want us to talk about, hit us up, inbox us, right? Or email us at DeeTrynt@gmail.com or InDaStreetzSportz@gmail.com, all right? Wherever you're viewing from, the link will be in the chat. You can come in, you can put your comments up, wherever you at, right? Whichever social platform you see, you put your comment down in the chat. We'll read it out loud. You got a topic, we'll discuss that too. At some point, we'll let y'all come up. If you want to hit the link, come up and pop your collar. We'll let you go and come up. Today, we talking NFL sports. I got my co-host, my guy. It was a pleasure working with him last time on the basketball side. Now we got him back for the football. CDK, what's really good, bro?
Hey, man, we in here, man. Bro, I'm excited about the football season. Things is going around the whole town in Cleveland. Like, no, I mean, we got to do one with the Guardians. So we go do this with the off season in the Browns. We got to spin the block for the Guardians.
Disrespectful, we ain't been talking about them Gardos in the streets.
You know what I mean, we got to spin the block for that. Man.
We'll get on that. I'm gonna hit my homie up. I got a couple homies that's real big baseball fans. They real knowledgeable. So I'll definitely get them to come on and we can pop that. We have somebody on here that actually in tune in present day. You know what I'm saying? For sure.
Oh, yeah, no. But we here for this. I'm in my orange. It's Sunday. You know what I mean? You see it. You see it.
I see you. I see you.
You said Browns talk. Let's talk about it, man. What you want to do with it, man?
Man, so all right. So we gonna start off, right? And I just want to get to like the current state of the NFL, right? So let me ask you, how do you feel about the current level of superstars, the current level of quality teams, the current, the current state of the rules, right? And how they've changed since we started versus what it is now. Like, give me your feedback on that. What you think about the NFL?
I don't like it. I think it's watered down. I think in the next 10 years, the NFL will probably be flag football. No, that's a hot take, but that's just the way that I feel about it because I play football differently. Like, football is supposed to be a gladiator sport. It's supposed to be a warrior sport. And the rule changes. They did it like the NBA where defense is not allowed. And I'm a defensive player. I know I might be small, but you have to have that threat. This guy might hurt me. And without that in the NFL right now, I think the NFL is super watered down. Like I watch people play like Ronnie Lott with his thumb or his pinky getting dislocated, popping it back in and going back into the game. Like football, like is different for some. So like they say some people play the game with the screws missing. They say some people play the game like Bobby Boucher where they take out pain. You have to have that person in there. If you don't have that fearfulness and that factor, then I don't know what we're doing. So like I think it's flag football where like if you can't touch the quarterback, what's the point of having a defensive line? Like to me, it's no point. Like you might as well not rush the quarterback and just let the quarterback do whatever he wants to at that point. But that's just my opinion.
Talk about it. What else?
How I mean, and even the kickoff. Like, what is the kickoff now? Like the kickoff, like you go get the ball at 25. Like, is no like really. It's what has this become? But like that's just my opinion from somebody who played it. And like, trust me, I love that game. And I play football to take out pain. And if you take away that element, basically you won't have a Ray Lewis. You won't have a Sean Taylor. You won't have a Ronnie Lott. You won't have a Steve Atwater. You won't have a Brian Urlacher. You won't have certain people that played the game to administer pain. And I think you need those type of players in a gladiator sport. And it's like, I don't know. I think you need that for basketball. You need the killer. You need the Kobe's. You need the MJs. You need the Lucas. You need the LeBrons. I think in any sport you need a killer. You need the Mike Tyson. You need the baddest man in the planet in your sport because you have to treat your sport and your craft as that. Like nobody can see me. If you see me, it's going to end badly. And I don't think the NFL has that right now. And that's just my personal opinion.
So you feel like the rule changes things have taken away from the quality of the game?
It's safety. That's like putting safety in boxing. You're playing a sport where it's a contact sport and you're trying to put safety on it. How does that work?
Pause. Safety shouldn't be a concern for somebody doing a job that still wants to go home to their family.
You know what you signed up for. It's like enlisting to a war. You're enlisting to a war.
I don't agree with correlating sports, a hobby, and a job to war, to army and militia. This is not the same. This is not even closely on the same realm.
It depends how you look at it.
Describe it. Look at it. Describe it for me.
Everything is about perspective. So if you feel like right now, like when you're in a war atmosphere, you're going to die for your brothers. So some people on the football field are going to die for their brothers. Like right now, what you're witnessing with the Mavericks. I know you said don't talk about it.
Wait. In military terms, dying is literal. When we're talking sports, we're not talking literal. Or are you saying we are? Let's be very clear about this.
I'm saying some people will give they all. Some people, like in a war, you're going to have some people that's going to run through a brick wall. And you're going to have some people that's not. But that's what type of character you can see that is built. That's what type of integrity you can see from a person. Like, it's the same thing as a firefighter. Like, is some firefighters that's not going to run into a burning house. That's their job. But it's some that's like, it'll be like, hey, yeah, I don't know, man. It's a lost cause. But it just shows your character and the type of person that you are. Like, so I say some people play football with a screw missing because they know that they're administering pain. They know that they're fighting through something. So like the movie The Water Boy with Bobby Boucher, that is real. So like it was a conversation about basketball players want to play football and they could be better than football players in their sport. No, you can't. Because a person like me, even though I'm smaller than you, I play the game to hurt you. Football is 90% mental, 10% physical. I ain't playing the game to hurt you, to administer anything that I went through in my life, like Bobby Boucher. So, like when you have
Boucher,
when you have people to play the game like that, it is different. Like Sean Taylor played the game like that. Ray Lewis played the game like that. It is certain people that play the game like that, where it's gonna be different. And that's why, like, we can say, I know you could be 6'8", 240. I'm 5'9", 135. But you know what? An asteroid is a pebble that comes from outer space. When it make contact with the Earth, the result is devastating.
All right, hold on. All right, let's back this up. I had to get my share on. I had to get my share on the promo on. You know what I'm saying? DeeTrynt with CDK. The current topic is, how does he feel about the current state of the NFL rules, superstars, quality of teams? He hit on the rules in the gameplay. I haven't heard him speak on the quality of superstars that we have in the league now, or the quality of teams. So let me see how you feel about that.
I love the superstars. I love the superstars, but I wish they can get touched.
Man, give me some specifics. You like superstars. Who superstars you like and why? Or who you considering a superstar and why? Give me some context.
Well, we can go about position. So, like, I think the best I think the best quarterback is Pat Mahomes, and it's not because he's a Mavs fan, but like that behind the back pass and what he does from the quarterback position. Even though he can't get touched, what he does with the ball, the scrambling, like Pat Mahomes is deadly. So when we go running back, I mean, you can pick your feather, but I'm gonna do it for the city. I'm gonna do it one time. When Nick Chubb is healthy, when Chubb is healthy, oh my gosh! And look, it's I ain't even gonna lie to you. It was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad that I've been in a fantasy league with my cousin Rob. Shout out to him. Right. And he tried to put me on the Chubb train from like day one, and I'm like, man, you don't got it. And
you ain't watched Chubb in college with him and Sony Michel?
I did, but I was scared about the knee injury. I was scared. I'm scared about knee injuries in any sport coming into the league, like because it's a risk to re-injure it.
Right.
And even now, but like no, like it's man, it would have been scary to see Chubb healthy last year with this team and this offense.
Okay.
And it's
so
like
Chubb, your number one running back. Come on, we gotta keep it. Listen, I don't want you to get driven.
Okay, so are we going receiver? We're going wide out. I gotta go Hill.
Tyreek, your guy. Okay, Tyreek, your guy.
Yeah, you gotta go with speed.
Respect the cheetahs.
Tight end. I'm a loyal guy. I'm a heights guy. You know we gotta go try.
Kelsey Banger. Okay, with the Kelsey Banger.
So for defense, we go keep it simple. So for the D line, I'm gonna go hold D line.
Oh, you gonna hold? Okay.
I got once again. I gotta stay with the home team.
You talking Miles and Zedarius and Dalvin and who the fourth?
I'm going. Miles is the best D lineman out the whole league. That's where I'm going.
Okay.
I understand we got others, but I've never seen people double team him when he's moving like literally like what they did with him last year. When they tried everything personally, when they sent 3 people at him, and when he was just moving before the ball snapped, and you seen 2 to 3 people moving with him, nah, like that's different. That is different. Linebacker. It's tricky for me because linebacker is a tough position.
What position did you play in school? What position did you play when you played?
I play receiver, free safety, and cornerback.
Okay, Ben.
So linebacker for me is, I'm going to say somebody that a lot of people won't think of.
Okay.
And once again, it's an ex-Brown.
An ex-Brown.
But DeMario Davis.
Ooh. We had a young DeMario too.
What he does, he leads the league in tackles. So from a linebacker position, if you lead the league in tackles, deflections, and you're getting to the quarterback, you're making plays, that's a great linebacker to me. So like, I'm pretty sure somebody might say somebody else. Somebody might say Michael Parsons, and trust me, that's a Dallas guy. I feel it. Even though DeMario's not here now, I love what he did when he was here, and I love what he did when he left. So he with the Saints, and he still leads the league in tackles. He's top 3.
Thank you for tuning in, bro. So DeMario Davis, the Browns line with Myles Get the head, Cheetah, Chubb, Mahomes. Since you a secondary man, now we going corner and safety. Who is your guys?
Oh, hey, look, me and my loyalty, it stays there. So when healthy, I have not seen too many people get past Denzel Ward. When healthy, like if he banged up, it's different. Like, you know what I mean? But I have not seen too many people get past Ward. This kind of sucks. But I think the best safety right now is Fitzpatrick. And I think he's with the Steelers.
Minka!
So that sucks. But, I mean, if I'm keeping it funky, if I'm being realistic about how I look at the game of football and positions, when Fitzpatrick is healthy, and he's the person that hurt Trump. But when he's healthy, he is a problem. Like I that is the person I wish that could be a Cleveland Brown. Like we could get Minka on the team. I don't care who in the linebacker core. Because honestly, our linebackers has been a rotating door.
Our linebackers have definitely been rotating. So hold on. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at DeeTrynt. We talking NFL sports news, topics, things like that. It's me and the guy CDK up here. The first topic up is this current state of the NFL and our thoughts, rules, quality of teams, superstars. CDK already said, as far as the rules go, it's a little softer. He ain't really following the movement. He don't feel like they really get to play physically and actually embody the true core of football that most of us grew up on. He's also saying his top superstars right now that he like to look at: Mahomes at QB, Chubb at running back, Cheetah at receiver, the Browns D line, but specifically Myles Garrett because he do his thing. DeMario Davis is one of his standout linebackers that he like, you know what I mean? And then he got Denzel, because how I do with the Warden. It's lockdown. 23-1. 23-1. Full lockdown. And then, Minka Fitzpatrick from the Rooney team. From the Rooney team, you're going to pick the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. I like Minka, so I ain't tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? Now, I got to ask you about the last part of the question. Before I give my feedback, I got to ask you about the quality of teams. And what I mean is the number of good teams that can really contend, or the number of teams that have players on there that's worth watching, even if the team ain't that good. Like, how do you feel about the overall status of talent and the talent pool and how the teams are being ran as far as NFL is today versus what it was back then?
Well, I feel like the parity helps so much. So, like, When they say it's any given Sunday, it is literally any given Sunday. The parity in football is better than any other sport, I feel, because the worst team gets the number one pick. It's not a lottery where you're bouncing ping pong balls and you're doing this. The worst team has the best opportunity to get better. Now, what they do with that pick is on them. And that's why I didn't like. I love the Browns, and I'm never gonna change from that. But I'm an optimistic fan because I know good ownership, and it's a lot of picks. It's like, what are you guys doing? This is not football. But that's a different subject, different time. But like, I love the parity right now in the league. Like, you don't know what's going to happen. You can't definitively say that your team is going to win the Super Bowl. You can't. So, like, with that being said, like, I love where it's at. Like, you, any given Sunday, you won't know the week 8 till a team go 7-1 or 8-0 or 6-2. You won't know. So, like, I love what the parity is at. Like, it's different. Like, we all have our favorite teams and we all say it. But in the NFL, it's totally different. Where like a 6-9 team can be a Super Bowl contender next year. So like, I just love the parity. Like, I can't tell you who the best team is right now. Like, we can't go by the Super Bowl champs.
Give me your top 5 though. Since you brought that up, give me your top 5 teams in the NFL right now, just to you.
To me,
yeah, it's so impulse. It's just impulse.
No, it's definitely gonna be impulse. The Browns are always gonna be on that list, so we gonna just put that there. So we go top 4 teams. I gotta go KC. Gotta go Buffalo. San Fran. And this last one's tough. You know what? I'm gonna make it interesting. I'm gonna say the Cowboys.
And you go, cause you know what? Did you used to live in Texas before? I'm trying to figure out your connection to Texas and the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Like, what's going on? You got family there that you visit on a regular? I'm just trying to figure this out.
Well, I do got family in the state of Texas, but at the same, no, it's technically they just keep blowing it. Like, you can't say they don't have a talented team. They just don't have a winning culture. So hopefully, like with what's going on with the basketball team, the hockey team, and the baseball team, hopefully it might rub off on them. But like, they have the talent. Like, Michael Parsons is a problem. Like, he's literally top 5 defensive player in the NFL. So you got Myles Garrett, you got JJ Watt, or not JJ, but you got TJ Watt, you got Myles Garrett. And would it not be Michael Parsons right there? Like, who else do you fear on the defense? Like, and it's really with Dak Prescott in the offense.
So like, but Dallas is your 15 is basically what you're getting at. But Dallas, your top 5 is right Browns, KC, Buffalo, San Fran, and Dallas.
Because what I did was I put the home team, I put 2 teams from the AFC, and I put 2 teams from the NFC. For sure. Like, I don't know. I don't know what none of these teams go do. Like, hopefully it's the Browns. But like, I just tried to make it like where it wasn't like I'm picking 5 in as AFC teams.
No, I got you. You doing it? That was your all right. So okay. So
where you at?
Yeah, because this is very interesting. I'm glad you got to take that over. I got to prepare so now I could blaze up while we chopping it. Okay, because this is interesting. Where you at? All right. So as far as the state of the NFL and the rules, I don't have a problem with the rules. I have a problem with the way the game is being taught from a young level till they get to the pros. Technique and fundamentals have been lost for big plays and excitement. And because of that, injuries are increasing. Because of those injuries increasing, the NFL and other entities have to take other precautions to ensure the longevity of their brand. This problem that you outlined, I see the same issues. I just see it from a different perspective. The technique of the game is lost.
Yep.
The idea of how to tackle, how to read defense, how to know the position next to you, so in order to make sure you can do your position well. That is being the IQ of the game is not being drilled into players enough to where and the integrity of the game, because people are so on big plays and what's flashy, there is no respect for that person is a player and this is just a game. That person is somebody's father, somebody's brother, somebody's son, somebody's husband that still has to go home. This is entertainment. So I feel like the NIL is helping in this regard, because athletes are not going to the majors because they need money. They can be a 4-year career in college, graduate a multi-millionaire with multiple degrees, and have the option of playing or just going into being whatever business owner or whatever field they want to go to. So I feel like that is going to help, because people who come into the league now are going to be people who actually want to play the game. So as far as the state of the rules, I'm okay with it. I just want the fundamentals of the game to be more drilled and instilled in the generations to come. That's as far as the rules. As far as superstars,
let me get
there
that.
aren't a lot of superstars. Let me be very clear. I think in the league collectively, there may be 10. There may be 10 superstars.
Give me the 10.
Patrick Mahomes and Lamar Jackson are bona fide superstars, right? Christian McCaffrey and Nick Chubb are superstars. Tyreek Hill, and a big part of me want to say Devontae Adams, even though his last year in the Raiders don't help. I feel like those two are superstars, right? Jamar Chase, superstar. Okay, so I maybe pass my 10 because not really, because on defense. I'll be past my 10 because on defense I don't have as many as I have on offense. Like Myles Garrett, a superstar on defense on the line, right? And then people will say TJ Watt, but I don't view TJ Watt as a superstar. I view him as the most highlighted player on his defense, but I don't think he's the most skilled player or the star on his defense. I would give that to Minka.
He playing in the scheme, and like you said, you would give it to Minka. Like he out there, he got Cam Hayward on the defensive line too, so that makes a difference. Like,
and for me, even Minka Fitzpatrick is not a superstar.
No, he not, but he make plays. To me, he like the NFL. To me, he like the NFL version of the Honey Badger. And I know the Honey Badger is in the NFL, but the way you think Minka Fitzpatrick plays, he reminds me as the Honey Badger at LSU. The way he plays.
Okay.
And that's what Miami, Buffalo, and Pittsburgh. Unfortunately, he's with Pittsburgh. So like I hate that. Like I wanted us to get him. Like, man, we need to grab him.
I want him too.
He unhappy. He unhappy.
So Aaron Donald is going, right?
Oh my God, Aaron Donald.
I don't classify Michael Parsons as a superstar yet. It's some other defensive lineman guys that I've not gotten to yet, but Miles, outside of Miles, and I want, you know what? Well, I wanna You know what? Let me rephrase this. I would consider Trey Hendrickson on the defensive line side because I feel like he's been consistent. Max Crosby is a superstar. Let me not forget Max. Max is
over
a superstar.
Over Aiden Hutchinson?
Absolutely. Aiden Hutchinson ain't a superstar yet.
Ooh.
He's a potential star. He's going from a rookie to a mainstay, like to an almost star.
Can you name me another player on Detroit Lions?
On the Lions?
Defense?
On the offense? I can name you a whole bunch of players on offense.
No. I said on the Detroit Lions defense because he plays for the Lions, right? Aiden Hutchinson.
You do.
Can you name me another player on that defense? Just off the top.
Ryan Branch. They got my one linebacker guy that I wanted. I can't remember his name.
I don't know Ryan Branch.
He played middle. They just drafted him last year. I wanted the Browns to get him. He fired.
Okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, because like we know that we have Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward. We know that TJ Watt it's TJ Watt, Casey Hayward, and Minka Fitzpatrick. But with the Lions, the only person I can really like, you said the Branch guy, and I'm gonna do my research on him after this. But the only person I can think about on the Lions defense is Aiden Hutchinson.
Well, as I say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Aiden ain't a superstar to me. He ain't got there yet. He ain't better than Max Crosby. He ain't got there yet. He ain't better than the Bosa's. He ain't better than the Bosa's. I feel like Joey fell off, so he's not a superstar right now.
Mm-hmm.
He was, but he's not right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nick, I would give you superstar.
Yeah, Nick is that guy.
I would give you superstar. But I would also have to give Fred Warner the superstar label too. Because without him being in that middle, you know what I'm saying? So I guess I gotta retract that and say I got probably 10 and 10 on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, you definitely do. Like I have it the same way. That's why like I have respect for Aiden Hutchinson, knowing that he's literally probably doing the most with nothing. Because he don't have that middle linebacker to talk to. He don't have the defensive coverage to talk to. So what the Lions did this year, I take heed of that outside of watching only Cleveland Browns football. Like what Dan Campbell got going on over there and cooking, like he tell Aiden Hutchinson, like, I need you to make a play. And it's not too many people that you could tell I need you to make a play. And like, I need you to I need you to get a sack. I need you to force a fumble. That's
and they
different,
go get the
bro.
job done. You know, I'm the one that get the job done.
Yeah, that's when Miles jumped over the D line to block the field goal to win us a game, the coach told him, "I need you to make a play."
So wait, because I want to finish my thought before
go ahead.
Carried away.
No, right? Go ahead.
DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, InDaStreetzSportz, Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at InDaStreetzSportz or at DeeTrynt. Wherever you viewing from, you can get in the chat, put in your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? We'll read them out loud. If you want to come up, you know what I'm saying, show your face, pop your you definitely can come up and do that. Just let us know. Co-hosted with me today, CDK, homie. Very knowledgeable so far. It took, in my opinion. I like his feedback. I like his feel for the game. His perspective is different than mine, but it's rational. So, to a degree.
Mm-hmm.
Throw the caveat in, to a degree. All right. So, we're talking state of the NFL, right? Rules, players, quality teams. I want to answer something that he answered that wasn't a part of it, and he went best players at every position that he was naming, right? So if we gonna go quarterback, right? I'm a rebel. I like Pat Mahomes, but Lamar the best quarterback in the league to me. He's the most unstoppable. That's my opinion. As far as running backs, you took Chubb. I like Chubb. I fucking love Chubb. I'm taking Christian McCaffrey. That's my number one guy. I can set him out, use him as a receiver, use him as a running back, use him as a decoy. He's unguardable. All right. My number one receiver right now in the league. Ooh. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Devontae's still my guy, man. I'm sorry, like Devontae, like I ain't gonna lie.
No,
if it ain't
Devontae is nasty.
Devontae is nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like Devontae,
and like
crazy.
They have a highlight on the internet right now of all the shots that he take. I'm surprised he's still playing.
Hey.
Like they have a highlight of him going across the middle and catching the ball or not catching the ball. And just catching an elbow.
That's a big boy.
Like they saying Devontae Adams is next in line for CTE. The shots that
hold on, wait. Because you're gonna start rambling and then we get off topic and it take us too
long.
No,
keep going. Right. I'm gonna send you this tape with the Devontae Adams hits though.
Got it. So I got Lamar, Christian, Devontae. As far as tight ends, right? A lot of people gonna hate me for this. No, most people gonna say Kelsey. A lot of people not saying Kelsey gonna say Kelsey. I feel like David Njoku is the best tight end in the league. And I feel like over these next couple seasons, everybody's gonna see why. That's my guy. As far as defense, right? Hey, I cannot lie. Myles Garrett is my guy. I don't think the Browns have the best defensive line. I think the best defensive lines are between what the 49ers have and what the Philadelphia Eagles have, in my opinion. But I feel like the Browns line is almost up there with that. Because I just feel like those lines have not only guys that start, but they got at least two guys that they can rotate in that still bring problems. And it's a full line. You know what I'm saying? You rarely could say you got six guys that's going to come in and impact the game on a meaningful level. So, but Myles is my number one guy. As far as linebackers, I ain't seen nobody do it better than Fred Warner yet. Fred Warner is top tier when it comes to linebackers. Leadership, coverage, tackle, one-on-one, team, director. Fred Warner, in my opinion, is already a Hall of Famer, and he ain't retired yet.
No, of course.
Now, when it comes to cornerbacks, right, it's a lot of fire cornerbacks, in my opinion. All right, especially some of the young guys, right? Because I like Surtain Jr., I like Stingley, I like Holland, the safety. I know that's the safety. I like Holland, the safety in Miami. I like quite a few guys. But on the corner side, it's hard to go against Ward. But also, I feel like Cleveland has the best corner trio in the league, right?
Yes, that's true.
I feel like they have the best corner trio. So that's why I'm picking Ward, because I feel like we have the best corner trio. Not just right now, but as long as they stay together as the years go on, it's going to be more and more cemented how these guys are top tier. As far as safeties, it's hard for me to say best.
It depends what you ask.
I will say though, my favorite, who can't seem to stay healthy when it means something, is Derwin James. Derwin James is my safety. On any defense I have, I'm picking Derwin James as my strong safety. I don't care. I love his game. He can drop down in the box and play linebacker. He can play coverage. He can play zone. He can man up on your running back, your tight end, your slot receiver. You feel me? I wouldn't put him on your number one receiver, but if I had to just leave anybody over there out of pocket, it'd be him. So those are my guys. And as far as parity, go ahead.
I want to ask you one question, and it's a question for me and you because we both agreed on the corner position, and it might be a little biased.
It might be.
So if we was to take Ward out of that, who is your favorite corner? Because I would probably go Diggs.
Jalen Ramsey. Undoubtedly.
Okay. No, that's what I wanted to ask, and I love the answer.
But
I just want to ask.
He's not a superstar right now, which makes me mad because he had a couple off seasons. You know what I'm saying? But Jalen is my guy. I would if it was my safety room, Jalen would play free safety and Derwin would play strong.
Yeah, because you gotta have that edge about you to play the corner position. So like I love Jalen Ransom too. And like you gonna get picked on. So like it was a time where like Powell or was it Norman Strickland or the dude from Carolina, the guy that talked crazy.
You talking about Hoare? Is either JC Hoare or
no, it was a guy from
Jeremy
Carolina.
Chin?
No, not this year, but like a couple years back, they had like Norman Strickland. He
ended up going to
Norman? Yeah, Josh Norman. Yeah, okay, so that guy, like, you got to have a certain edge about you to play the corner. So you got to talk that stuff. You got to feel like you're basically the diva on the defense. So like, if they say the receiver is the diva of the offense because the receiver is like Keyshawn Johnson, throw me the damn ball, or like. You got to have a certain edge about you, and if you don't play the game with a certain edge about you, then you can't be respected. So you saying Jalen Ramsey, I love it because he talks that talk.
He do.
He talks that talk. Like you got to talk that talk to play the corner.
He do.
And like it's not too.
Last part. Let me get to the last part so we can move it along, right? Because we 40 minutes in. And we still, you feel we gotta move it along. So as far as quality of teams, parity in the league, as you alluded to, I do like the parity. I'm gonna up this even more though. I want the NFL to go to 20 games. Let me be very clear. I want the NFL to go to 20 game season. I also want the NFL to add at least 6 new teams. I also would like for there to be 8 teams in the playoffs. Football is such a great sport. Also, I want the rosters increased to 60 players on game day. That's another thing too. 60 players on game day. In my opinion, you should be able to have 18 players for offense, 18 players for defense, 18 players for special teams, and another 6, 7 players just on the strength. So that's your kicker, your punter, your long snapper, however you want, your placeholder, whatever the case. Right? Because I feel like those things help add to the longevity of players. But also, the game isn't viewed as much as it should. I'm sorry. Hockey, baseball, basketball is getting way more publicity than football. All right? That remember they was at the 12 game standard? The 12 game standard ain't hit no more. You had to go to 16. When they went to 16, they had to up the field of teams. Then they had to break it down. It was only 3 divisions at first, now it's 4. You got to up it. The game is growing. And the game is getting even bigger with the NIL. There's a lot of players that need to be able to develop. And you know, like I know, it's hard to develop from the bench. You got to play.
Yeah, playing minutes mean everything.
So if you got all these players that you can put on like you get 50 players on game day, 53 on the max roster, but you get like 17 on the practice squad. So why not just make it 60?
Yeah.
What are you really changing? The parity in the league is fire. It's fire. there is at least 20 teams with a potential franchise quarterback. That's never been the case in the NFL. Every team got at least one good receiver. That's never been the case in the NFL. Every team got at least 2 or 3 good defensive players. That's never been the case in the NFL. There are more than 5 to 6 teams with good offensive lines. It's never been the case in the NFL. I like that. You said it. You hit it right on the button, bro. You said it's really any given Sunday. Right now, the NFL is the epitome of any given day. And I
talk that stuff.
Talk that stuff,
Brody. Talk that stuff, Brody.
Like I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I like where the game at. I just want the game to grow. I want, but let me not segue into that because that one start going into something else. CDK, how you feel about what I said, bro? What's your feedback on what I said?
I love it, bro. I love it. Like, it's not much that I think that we don't agree on. And when it comes to the football, I think we very much align. And that's why I asked you, like, okay, well, let's take Ward out because we got a biased opinion there. We're gonna be a homer. And even we take Garrett out, who's your favorite person on the D line, or even we take Chubb out, who's your favorite running back? Like, I feel like it's not much that we not gonna agree on because we have it take, but at the same time, like we got to keep it real. So I feel like you keeping it funky all the way. That's why I'm like, when you ever ask me to pull up on this show, I'm gonna pull up because you keeping it funky and you allow me to keep it funky and be myself. You might be like, hey, look,
I don't even want you up here if you can't be yourself, bro. I ain't gonna even hold you. I want and that's for anybody, bro. You come up here, I want you to be you. We all gonna be respectful. I want you to articulate yourself in a way because I want to make sure that people understand what you're saying. If I ask you questions and get feedback, it's just to help further everybody understanding where you at with it. Because you know how they say, if you got the question, 1,000 other people probably had that same question. You know what I'm saying? So that I want everybody to be so, bro, because guess what? I can't even get your true thoughts if you ain't being the true you. You feel me?
Yeah. And, that is 100% true. So like when I come on this show, like it was so funny. I told Bud, like, I'm gonna probably be like Paul Pierce with KG on the show. Like what Paul Pierce do with KG, like I might come on here 100% lit. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But at the same time, like I'm gonna keep it professional because I heard like the parental advisory before everything. So like I'm not just coming on here being belligerent. Like, no, I mean, I ain't gonna never be the case. But like at the same time, like I'm gonna still give you a perspective that you probably never heard.
Let me give you some backstory. Wait, let me give you some backstory, right? This funny story time. So when Hooley hit me, right? Hooley like, hey, bro, we can get something popping. Cool, right? When we first started doing it, probably our first like 15 or 20 episodes, right? I was cool, but I hit them pockets where I get comfortable. Now I'm like, I'm cussing. I'm definitely saying like super wild takes, right? And Hooley don't always be on what I'm on. So for his position in the situation, he got to make sure that nothing interferes with the money. Bottom line.
No, I love that he chimed in on our last episode because I thought it was just gonna be me and you. When he chimed in and when we was talking about the Kyrie thing, because we still gotta do a part B to that. I love how he chimed in and gave it's an 8 and a 24 with the Kyrie Irving situation. Like he didn't have to do that, and he like, hold up, I ain't gonna say much, but let me say this. I said, oh, I love it.
I'm thanking you for that. Thank you for getting him to come over here because I gotta kind of pull a tooth out with the pliers to get him to come over here and talk more than a few phrases. All right. So let me ask you, right, for everything that we said, right? Hold on. Station identification time. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streaming, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in there, look for Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly, DeeTrynt. Do the same. All right. Also, today's segment, right, is brought to you by Tabletop Solutions, right? You want to travel, you want to be able to get your uncapped earning potential. You want to meet alike people. You know what I'm saying? Hey, come down, St. Clair, 1536, 1030 sharp, business casual. Come ready to work, man. We probably got some opportunities for you. Tell them Vaughn sent you. Tell them Vaughn sent you. Right?
1536 St. Clair. 1536 St. Clair. Tell them Vaughn sent you.
Vaughn sent you. You know what I'm talking about? So, with that being said of the conversation that we was having, right, bro?
Yeah.
What teams and players are you most looking forward to see in 2024?
For me,
top 5. It could be players or teams. Top 5.
For me, it's only one.
Oh.
And that's the Cleveland Browns. Because I would want to see what they look like with a healthy Nick Chubb. With a healthy quarterback situation. With a healthy team. Like, we're not one to make excuses. But you got to understand, like, we got a guy off the couch and made a run. Like, our running back got hurt in like week 5. We caught a dude from the city who wasn't even doing nothing. And they still filled in. So, like, I would like to see my team healthy. Like, we're not one to make excuses. Trust me, we blue collar out here. And, like, we know it's a game where anybody can get hurt. But idealistically, I would like to see the Browns healthy and see what they want to do. Because for me, I look at things differently. So, like, people around the city always be like, oh, the Browns about to go to the Super Bowl. They don't really look at the schedule. I'm like, did we get better in our division? Because for me, it starts small. We have to win our division. And we not won the AFC North since 1999 at least. Since we've been back, we've never won a division. So I think that should be a goal more than making the playoffs. Because if you think about the teams in our division, you got the Steelers, you got the Ravens, and you got the Bengals. Those are all scary teams. Like, whether people want to admit it or not.
Say they all scary teams, whether people want to admit it or not?
Yeah, they all scary teams. Like, it's the AFC North. Like, it's we have the hardest division in football. Because Joe Burrow didn't get hurt last year. Jamar Chase didn't get hurt last year. If everybody is healthy, what does the division look like?
Man, okay, so pause.
Mm-hmm.
Pause.
Mm-hmm.
You cannot get that off. Because don't nobody get the Browns that leeway. So I'm not giving nobody else that leeway. If you mad that your player's injured, then do better with your trainers. Because when the Browns player's injured, we don't get no leeway. We don't get no slack. They don't be trying to do none of that. You feel me? We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
I'm not doing it, but I'm saying because exactly what you said, we don't have that privilege. So, like, last year, we could say our team was hurt, but ain't nobody want to hear that shit. So, like, when you ask me what I'm looking forward to a healthy Cleveland Browns team because I feel like can't too many people see us if we healthy. So I understand it, and I'm not making excuses. But if we're healthy, Nick Chubb healthy, Myles Garrett healthy, Deshaun Watson healthy, it look like a good roster. And like I said, I'm not making no excuses at all.
No, ain't no excuse. Hold on, wait. So Brockton, first off, thank you for tuning in. I'm definitely getting to your comment right now. He said, "What the you talking about?" Okay, so for clarity, right? Let me be very clear. I would love to see what a full NFL looks like with nobody injured.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's I would love to see that, right? Hold on. Brockton say, you trying to say the best players in the NBA, all right? I don't know where you got that from, but we'll revisit that in a second. Let me finish. Let me finish my. We'll revisit that in a second. I don't even know where that came from. We're gonna figure that out. We're gonna figure it out. So I would love to see that, right? Even though it's the possibilities are less than likely, I would love to see what an entire NFL looks like with nobody injured, right?
Of course.
I feel like in the case of our division, the AFC North, right?
Mm-hmm.
We have the best division in the league. Undoubtedly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what division you put up against the AFC North, they don't stack up. Especially when you have a Browns team that's loaded. That is the true caveat. When you got a good Browns team, it's really hard to compete with this division because everybody knows whoever wins this division has a very good chance of winning the Super Bowl.
That's why I need us to win the division.
So
that's
wait.
Why I need to win the division.
Hold on. Let me get Dragon say, bro, man. Hey, that whole 60-man roster and 16 take, I really want to talk about. Dragon, we could definitely talk about that, bro. We gonna spend a block on that. I got you. Brockton say it's a fact, bro. Then he say injuries are inevitable. That's why death matters. That's a fact. That do matter. That is a fact. It definitely matters. You feel me? And I feel like too, again, our division is so fire. We have stars on each team, with the exception of the Steelers. All right, bro. Listen, it should be. Hold on, bro. So, Dragon, if you ain't either whether you on X, you can go on Facebook, you can go on the YouTube, right? It's a link. It should be a link in the X chat though, where you can hit the link and you can come up here, bro. You can come on the camera and talk. You can show your face or not show your face, but bro, you are more than welcome to come up here. That is a fact. That's my homie Dragon. He is a diehard fan, bro, and he is a knowledgeable guy. On top of that, his passion when he speak, bro, he sound like Ray Lewis or like one of them real inspiring coaches. Like, you feel me? Like when you get ready to go on the field, he give you that pre-run on the field talk. Now you feel like you about to run. That's Dragon, bro. That's my homie. But Drag,
pull up, man. Pull up, man. We need another opinion, man. We need another opinion.
Brock just say, bro, I'm too old to do that shit.
No. It's everybody's opinion, and everybody have a perspective. That's a thing of life. Like, I can't change DeeTrynt's opinion about how he feel about anything. He can't change my opinion about anything. Also, so it's your perspective. We're not here to criticize your perspective. If this is how you feel about how you feel about something, pull up. Yeah, he said, hey, Drag said, send him the link personally, man. Send him the link. Post the link, man. Somebody post the link. Somebody post the link so Drag pull up.
Holy, listen. Hooli already.
Yeah, Hooli. We know you. We know you.
Send him the link, bro. Send him the link one time for the YouTube. Oh, damn. Okay.
But I want
wait. I'm lightweight out of pocket. Hold on. I'm lightweight out of pocket. My bad, Hooli. You right. I can lightweight hear Hooli saying this in my mind.
You posted.
Bruh, that's your homie. Why you can't send him and you got all them phones over there?
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, like, I want everybody to know, like, if you do come on the show, we not about to criticize your take. Like, that's your take, that's your opinion. Like as we've been going back and forth, right? This is our second time together. But it's like we respect each other's opinion. Like, I'm gonna always respect your opinion. He gonna respect your opinion. Like, we just listening to you. So however you feel about sports, we just like that you chiming in. So literally, this different from first take. This ain't just two people just arguing takes. and just speaking their mind. Like, no, we want everybody to be incorporated. So if you watching this and you feel some type of way, and you like, hey, y'all got a biased opinion, or you feel some type of way, like, pull up. Like, and I like people opinions and perspectives. That's why like this works so well with me and him, because we know people's perspectives, and we just like be like, hey, I'm gonna let you talk.
Brockton, hold on, let me get to Brockton. Brockton say Marvin Hagler, Rocky Marciano, dudes. Brockton,
Hey,
it was a
hey.
pleasure to have you, bro. Where you from, bro? Make sure you tune in as often as possible. Hit your friends up. Y'all can come up. You feel me? Group together, watch it. It be random. A lot of times, though, we going to go on the weekends, or we going to go kind of later in the day, usually after 12. More so around like the midday, you feel me?
Oh, he here.
I'm talking about boxing. What I missed? What's going on?
No. It was bars. He was saying
he was just saying we nice. He's saying we nice.
Marvin Hagler, Rocky Marciano, knockout. I'm out. That's what that was. I wish you guys the best. I appreciate that, bro. That's what you're talking about. But Brockton, we talk all sports. So we talk boxing. We can talk WNBA. We can talk female sports. And Dragon. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
We talk all that.
Yo, can you hear me?
I can, bro.
Yeah, we can hear you. What's up, baby?
Make sure your volume's not on max. So that way
I can't even see you guys, man.
You on your phone? You can't see us?
Yeah, I'm on my phone right now.
You got it. You got it standing up. Turn it sideways. See if it rotates. See how it come up for you.
Nah,
that just rotate his camera now.
It's just
we can see you. You good?
We can see you.
We can see you.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't rotate your camera.
Yeah, my shit ain't.
Don't rotate your camera.
Cool.
We can see you though.
What's going on? Don't mind me, man. I'm over here trying to set myself up on 2K real quick, man. But I had to hop in this real quick, man. What's been going on with you guys, man?
Wait. I need you to type that gamer tag in because I play 2K too, bro.
I don't play online. I'm gonna let you know that now. All I do is my career, bro. That's all I do.
I do my. You got a my player.
I do. That's
Bring
it.
him out there. Bring him out there.
I got you. I got you. Say no more, man. Say no more. But hey, man. But look, I want to sit up here and jump in.
Hold on, wait, Drag. Wait.
Go ahead, my fault. Go ahead.
DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, Industry Sports. Today we talking NFL news and thoughts and feedbacks and whatever's going on. I got the co-host up here with me today, CDK, and then my homie just jumped into the live. My homie Dragon. Dragon, what's good with you, baby? Go ahead and tell them a little bit about yourself before we jump in these topics.
What's going on, man? Named Dragon Hayabusa, Browns fan, born and raised Cleveland, Ohio, Mount Sinai Hospital, no longer there. If you know, you know.
Okay.
Currently live in Atlanta, Georgia. Full-time deputy sheriff right now, man. So I'm over here doing that. And yeah, man, I'm just up here just chilling, getting ready to chat with you guys for a little bit before I jump into my YouTube content for the day and get ready for my overtime money tomorrow, man. But I'm glad you guys have invited me here. I'm glad I'm here to speak to you boys for a little bit, man. And D, let's talk, man. I'm here now, bro. First of all, I gotta touch on the whole 8 new teams and 60-man roster, bro. Like, what is your thought process behind that? Because I'm very curious about that.
Okay, so the league, as I was saying before, I feel like baseball, basketball, and even hockey now to a degree, especially with the emergence of visibility for women's athletics, it's overshadowing the dominance football had. Now, I ain't, we all competitive. If we natural footballers at heart, the competition is in us. It's in you.
That's true.
Football, my first love. I love the other sports, but not as much as I love football. So I don't like the fact that our game isn't built for a lot of translation or being able to duplicate. Let me dumb it down. Being able to duplicate in other cultures and countries the way we do it here, but we can expand it here and hit it and get football arenas and regions where there are football fans, but they don't get a chance to just drive in their state or within a couple hours to be able to really go to a game.
Right.
So NIL is expanding,
Mm-hmm.
which means a lot more players are going to play in college. A lot more athletes are going to get seen. It's going to be a good weeding out.
Yeah,
The
true.
NFL is trying to decrease injuries. How do you decrease injuries? I was saying you do technique, but also if you make it so players can actually play they one side of the ball, you can give out more games, give out 3 bye weeks with 20 games. You add 8 more teams. Now we looking at what we at now? 30? We had like 20, what we had 32 teams?
32 teams in the league, yeah,
Right.
currently.
So now we move 8, we move to 40, right? They say, damn, that's too big. Is it really too big? Let's be honest about this. Is that really too big?
Man, okay, so here's the thing. I'm gonna say an old saying: if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm gonna explain why. I think with them adding Carolina and Houston years ago, that round of 32 teams, I think it's perfect. You know what I'm saying? Now, the whole thing about wanting to negate injuries by expanding teams and adding on more games, that's the exact opposite of what you're saying. You're actually going to increase the likelihood of said injuries. Now, yes, I get it. I'm kind of on board with the whole 60-man roster thing. It just, minor tweaks here and there. So I can see what you're saying in regards to that. But also on the flip side, like 20 games, bro, you got to think about it. You got the preseason, which was cut down the game, right? That's 3 games right there. Then you got 17 games right there. So if my math is right, that's 20 games right there. Then you got that's why I disagree with that. Because I disagree with you. You got to look at it like this. It's not because of we don't need the preseason. We can expand it. We can expand on the roster, expand on the team. No, you need the preseason for a few things, for few reasons. One, the coaching carousel. You always got to take a look at that, right? So with the coaching carousel, everything comes into play in terms of new staff, schemes, players, fits, all the above. That all comes into play. That's one. Two, you also got to look at those who you're signing who were not drafted as undrafted free agents. You see what I'm saying? You also want to give them a chance to sit up here and show them what they can do to make the final 53, which is already a challenge as it is. You know what I'm saying? Their odds are a lot greater, a lot less to make the team than those who were drafted. You see what I'm saying? So you're already behind the 8 ball with that. You don't want to make it any worse by just adding on more teams and then expanding the roster. You're diminishing opportunities across the board with that. That's number 2. And then number 3, you always want to have the preseason in play to knock off the rust. Because let's be real, man. Let's say we all know this to be true as Browns fans, right? When there were a number of years we never made it to the postseason. Never. We always had the luxury of sitting at home, final week in December, 4:30, 4:45, final game of the season done. You got January, February, March, April, May. By the time borderline May, that's 4 or 5 months of away from football. A lot of rust can accumulate. Your body is going to change. Weight is going to fluctuate. You got to regain your body shape. You got to regain your playing shape. You got to regain your football season shape. Then the mental comes into play. The mental is much more bigger than the physical. You see what I'm saying?
Weight drag before you get too far. Because if you get too far, it's hard to go back. You feel me? And chime in on some of the points you hit, right? So before you get to the physical and mental, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Because I want to say the physical and mental is a big aspect. So understand when I'm giving a lot of my, not all the time, but a lot of times, more often than not, I do include that factor when I give up my suggestions. All right. So 60-man roster, right?
Okay.
Cool with that, right? First thing I want to touch is the preseason. I wouldn't call it the preseason because that's not what I'm on. The NFL has to become more entertaining. That's what this is about. This is about creating more things to allow more visibility to the sport. Because as I started in the beginning, I feel like the other movements are drowning out football. So this is my core place of coming from, right? Enhancing the game. All right. Now, we all know it's a lot of players that could still play. There's a lot of coaches that could coach. So a lot of opportunities will be available for players and a lot more regions to get teams. The preseason could be a spectacle. It could be the Hall of Fame, whatever tournament, or you could have multiple tournaments. You can have a tournament for the AFC side, a tournament for the NFC side, or you could have in the division tournaments, right? Divisions that you're not going to play during the regular season is the divisions you would play in the little and then those players only consist of players on their first contracts, undrafted free agents, rookies. This is your element of getting the coaches in tune with each other. You know it's going to be nuts need to rock off, but the veterans playing and practicing every day and practicing with the players trying to make the team. Now you got kinks you could work out with as far as your scheme with these players that you know going to be more perfected when you want to play with your real players. If these teams get to their last game, they get to the tournament because the tournament is just a bunch of games, just a few games, right? Everybody most likely gonna get about 3 games. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna get about 3 games. So you want to do a Hall of Fame thing, right? That way you can do your Hall of Fame rollout. You can make it a whole week thing, right? Because 9 times out of 10, when that starts, it's still gonna be in the summer. Kids ain't started school yet, so you could do games every other day, every day, because the same teams ain't playing. They do it like the basketball do. Couple teams this day, couple teams that day, couple teams that day. Then it's gonna be a little layoff. You get to the next end of the next week, and that be the end of the tournament. Virtually, you say, or it's gonna be 3 weeks. If it's 3 games, it's gonna be 3 weeks. It's gonna be that, boom. Then it's gonna be that. Then it's gonna be that. So they can do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like they do anyway, or a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just to switch it up. You feel what I'm saying? Or Saturday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. However they want to do it. You know what I'm saying? But that'll be more spectacle, more boom. You can get more press with your veterans and get more fans in tune to the game while you got the youngest actually playing and they actually doing more promo on the field for the brand and all that. Woody woody wah. You feel me? That's more money now. The 20-game season, you're going to go to. So when you go to the 20-game season, you got 40 teams. A 20-game season is not out of pocket for 40 teams. You can go to 3 bye weeks. Every division winner get the bye week. You move to about 12 teams to the playoffs on each side. Now you pushing football into April. Now you pushing football basically into Easter. And then you get your layoff.
See, I can't agree with that, man. And it's not that I don't, respect you saying, because obviously I do, but I can't agree with that, man, because I'm looking at the longevity of things. Excuse me. Excuse me. Like, you're doing, okay, I get the whole wanting to push the game out there more in the limelight of basketball and baseball, hockey, all this stuff. But the biggest thing that's really against the NFL right now is basketball is more global. Hockey is global. Baseball is even global. Football is just centered in America. If you want the game to go, if they really truly was serious about having the game to be global, they would have never canned NFL Europe. Let's just be real. They would have never killed it. But I can see why they did that. You see what I'm saying? So hearing what you're saying, I can agree with some things, but everything else, man, I'm against it because I'm thinking about their health long term. You see what I'm saying? I'm thinking about if I was still playing, for example, I'm gonna use myself for example. If I was still playing and you were part of the board and y'all approach the players about 20 games, I would turn that down. I would turn it down, man, because
all players would.
Y'all players, right?
All players
right. They would turn it down because you gotta look at it, man. Like you gotta think about the families.
Do you think it's gonna be mandatory that my fault? Let me ask you.
No, good.
On the point that y'all just hit on. Do y'all believe that I would want them to make 20 games mandatory for every player? No. 20 games is for the brand. There are thousands of football players available. Let's be very clear. The game doesn't have to go global. It can stay right here. It don't need to go global. It can expand countrywide. We can add Canada and give us some teams in Canada and Mexico and bridge money like that. You don't gotta go global.
I ain't gonna hold you, bro. After the whole Drake vs. Kendrick, I won't even want to touch Canada, bro. I'm sorry.
Man.
I couldn't even do it.
Canada football is not football.
It's not, bro. It's not, man.
Man, Puerto Rico can have a team. The Virgin Islands can have a team. Alaska can have a team.
No, man. Okay, whoa. Pause. No. Pause. I don't know if you're joking or serious. Who the hell would go to Alaska for a game, bro? Who?
I don't know.
Who would go to Alaska for a game?
They go to Canada for the game. I don't think about
it. I need you to roll this one back, bro. I'm sorry. I need you to roll that back, bro. Ain't no way in the world, man.
I personally will watch semi-pro over Canadian football.
Damn, that's real. Wow.
But they all could just be in the league. Everybody could just be getting their game.
They all could. But it's the reason why they're not. The league is a league for a reason.
Correct.
Like, it's NBA. It's people that can hoop outside that's not in the NBA, bro. They're not in the NBA for a reason.
And they can ball for real, man.
They can ball. Like, you can go to you don't got to go to Rucker Park. You can go to Kane Park and get your ass busted. I'm a Heights legend. You can go to. I'm telling you, you go to Kane Park and you talk about you that dude on the basketball court. A nigga go bust your ass.
Hey, but
I promise you.
But listen,
I'm gonna make a phone call. I'm gonna make a phone call and get one of my hoopers up here to bust your ass to let you know, like Cleveland Heights is a little bit different. But no, go ahead.
I'm just saying, man. Football doesn't have to go global.
No, it doesn't.
It's okay to have things that's just signature to your region. And
that's why.
And listen.
Go ahead.
There are going to be more athletes in the future than there are now. There are almost 3 times as many athletes as it was 20 years ago. So what do you think is going to be in the next 5 years? What do you think is going to be like in the next 10 years? I'll go even further and say, what do you think is going to be like in the next 15?
The next 5 to 10, if you ask me, if you keep taking the physicality out of the sport of football, in the next 5, 10, 15 years, the NFL will be flag football. They're already gearing it up for that. They're already gearing it up that route for their looking.
Retort to that. My only come back to that is it's not that the game is getting watered down. Again, I'm going to emphasize this, right? It is the technique of the game, the fundamentals of how to actually play the game is not being emphasized from a childhood level. It's not being even more emphasized in a grade school or high school level. And you really don't start getting it for real until you get to college dependent. A lot of athletes don't really get it for real until they get to the NFL or start getting ready for the NFL. And at that time, a lot of them are already grown by law standards. So,
if you play football a certain way, bro, and this is just somebody that really plays it and really loves it, like the waterboard for some people are really real. So like, if I'm playing the game to administer pain, and you're telling me I can't be a physical present, that diminishes the game.
I did not say that. There is
No.
right way.
No. You did not say that, but it's a targeting rule in college. So like when you say you don't learn the game to college, and I already played this game. I already played this game a certain. I already played the game a certain way.
My fault.
And the certain way that I play the game is to administer pain. And like they say, it's certain players that play the game with screws missing. They say Ray Lewis, he don't have the screws. It's because he's playing the game to administer whatever trauma that he goes through. And so like if you take that away, and right now they're taking that away where it's a target zone, like a strike zone. And every year that strike zone gets smaller and smaller. Where you can only hit somebody here. It takes away from the game and the sport that I love. When I seen people out there with broken fingers, broken limbs, put me back on the field. I don't care.
Okay, wait. DeeTrynt, Game Changa Sports Talk, Industry Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at Industry Sports or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Hit like, subscribe, share, follow. Once you get in, you will see Game Changer Sports Talk with DeeTrynt. Make sure you do the same with that. I'm sitting up here with CDK, my homie Dragon. We talking NFL. The hot topic, we was talking of the proposal that I put up of expanding to 40 teams, 60 players on the roster, 20 games, 12 teams in each conference to the playoffs. Every division winner get the bye week. That's my proposal, right? When you break that down, how everybody want to break that down. The topic of the day, period, though, is just NFL sports talk, thoughts, feedback. You know what I'm saying? We just chopping it, having a good time, right? And right now, what we talking about is the physicality of the game. CDK feel like the game is being watered down, is being unphysicalized, right? My perspective is the technique and fundamentals of the game aren't being emphasized enough. So because of that, we are getting the results we're getting today as far as why he feels the way he feels. He said targeting. What is targeting? Targeting is using your head to tackle somebody who is basically in an uncompromising position, right? If you know how to tackle, you shouldn't be tackling with your head anyway. Let's start.
What if I lead with my shoulder?
That is what your shoulder is for. If I'm tackling you with my shoulder, I shouldn't be hitting you in the head anyway. I should be hitting you in the torso. So the fundamental fact is a lot of players don't know how to tackle to begin with.
Okay, so we can break it down fundamentally, and we can talk about it because I administer pain, and I want people to realize this.
That perspective. Wait, hold on, wait. No. Say that a few times. That perspective, I disagree with. The objective isn't to administer pain. Pain is just going to happen because it's a part of the sport. So if you're looking for that part, you're missing the essence of the game to begin with. The objective is to stop you from scoring or getting a first down or having a positive play to begin with. That is the goal. This is a game.
That's your perspective, bro. Because I can tell you, like you said, it's technique and fundamentally. If I was to lead and I was to try to tackle you with my head, guess what? I'm going to hurt myself. So fundamentally right there, that's unsound. So I'm already leading with my shoulder. That's why I say football is 90% mental, 10% physical.
That's a fact.
So when I say that, 90%, I already know how to tackle you. Like when you gotta catch the ball, you're in a defenseless position no matter where you at. If it's a screen pass, guess what? You still have to catch the ball. So you're not looking at me coming at you. And like I said, an asteroid from outer space is usually a pebble that gains momentum and that's going to collide with the Earth. So like me, I know that I'm leading with my shoulder. I'm not coming at you with my head. That's bad tackling technique. Nobody tackles with their head. Like if you see any linebacker that tackles with their head, guess what? They're injured. And
that's
they have a neck.
Wait, CDK, that's not true because there's a targeting rule.
But we seen targeting where it's not targeting, and they're just like you were just too physical. I see this in college all the time. Bro. Colorado State, Shiloh Sanders got kicked out of the game for targeting last year, and he did nothing but just hit somebody where they felt like it was too hard. Like it's the way they use targeting is you hit somebody too hard nowadays. You hit somebody where it was uncomfortable for people to watch. So we're gonna kick you out the game. We're not even about to tell you to sit out a little bit. We're about to just kick you out the game. And like we're in college where one loss can determine your season. Like the targeting rule is a little wild for me, bro.
Check this out. I'm looking at an article by Michelle R. Martinelli.
So by a female.
Their website, I want to say it's from the USA Today, right?
Mm-hmm.
USA Today article published January 9th, 2023. And I'm going to go down a few paragraphs to the essential part of what we're talking about. There are essentially two variations of targeting. One that focuses on the crown of a player's helmet and one that focuses on a defensive player. So, to what I'm speaking on specifically, a lot of players tackle with their head. How is the crown of the helmet an emphasis if they're not tackling with their head?
Like what you said was twofold. And I told you that tackling with your head is an improper technique. So like when you say when it goes back to fundamentals, no coach would tell you to tackle with your head because you have to look at and see what you're tackling.
But the coaches aren't teaching them how to tackle properly either, though, bro.
That's coaching. That's coaching. But the second part of it that you said about the targeting rule is if you feel like somebody's defenseless. Well, guess what? How many times is somebody defenseless?
Name them. I want you, no, without being biased, I want you to name the times a player is defenseless.
If you're going across the middle, you're going to be defensive. Like so, they took like when we grew up, it was a thing called alligator hands because somebody put their hands out there, but they going across the middle and they know Ray Lewis is there. If you take away the fear of Ray Lewis being in the middle, which they did, if you take away that, or Sean Taylor hitting you, bro, Sean Taylor, Steve Atwater, Ray Lewis, they made sure you're not coming across the middle. Chad Johnson literally has a viral video of saying, like, hey, I tried to go set a pick on Ray Lewis, and nah, like, I'm not going at Ray. Like, but now you don't have that impact of I'm scared to go across the middle. Now, if you go across the middle, you don't even have to touch the ball, and you can just get rocked. Like I said, Devontae Adams, and I respect.
Wait, hold on, CDK. You're drifting.
I'm not drifting. I'm not drifting. I'm saying
the question was, and it was your question, but it was your question.
Mm-hmm.
Name the times a player is defenseless. So
anytime he goes across the middle, he's defenseless.
That is
anytime
not true.
You go across the middle,
is not true. That is not true. Because you go across the middle does not mean you're defenseless. That is not true.
So what position did you play, my nigga?
A defenseless player. A defenseless player. This is for me, right? Because I can only speak from my perspective. All right?
Mm-hmm.
A defensive player. If a player is going up to make a catch for the ball, and when he goes up in this area, right, he is the only player there. Or if he's not the only player there, and you hit him in the back, that's
what if you hit him in the front?
Pop. I'm the one setting the scenario. You can't tell me my scenarios I'm presenting to set my examples. So, and you hit a player in the back, he is defenseless because he is going up, he's off the ground, going to attempt the ball. You are not making an attempt at a play on the ball. You're making an attempt to tackle a player who is not in a position to defend himself because he is free fall suspended in the air. That is a defenseless player. Okay. If you blindside block a player, you're coming from a radar where he just has no way of knowing you're coming to see him. That is a cheap shot. That is a defenseless player. Not the quarterback. I'm not speaking on the quarterback when he hiked the ball and he's in a pocket. He's in a pocket. If he get hit from the back, his protection broke down. That is a different scenario. But when the play is live and we're in the player field and somebody's running or already moving for the ball, that's defenseless. That's a cheap shot.
Want you to know.
In my opinion, you a sucker when you do that. You a chump.
I want you to know, other than blocking, like you said, the crackback, you're a defensive player. So like when you hit somebody on the crackback, that's a defensive player. But I want you to know there's never in the history of the NFL been a targeting call for somebody getting hit from the back because they get hit from the front. That's where the defensive player lies at, especially when you're a receiver, because going across the middle is different. You never seen a targeting call from the back, bro, because the targeting call from the back is a horse collar. It's a whole different thing when you grab somebody from the back. Going to the front and hitting a defensive player, they took away that. So like receivers used to be scared.
They didn't.
Bro,
that's
they used to be scared.
No, they didn't.
What position did you play?
Linebacker, running back, center, deep nose tackle, defensive end, both safe.
So people came at you in the slant and look forward to it. You ain't apply no pressure.
Nobody ever looked forward to me nowhere in the vicinity where I could grab them. I can only speak from my experience. Nobody ever wanted that. What I'm saying is, listen, bro. I can read you every position on the field and what they supposed to do from a fundamental and to an NFL level. I ain't saying I'm the most knowledgeable person in the world. I'm just saying my fundamental knowledge level of basketball of football is expert. That's just my fundamental base of how the game is played, how the plays work, what is the essence of them, what's everybody's role in the game, what is the point of the game. That I am an expert.
So how many targeting calls have you seen where a player was hit from behind and they called that a defensive player?
It's a lot of instances, bro. Wait, bro. It's a lot of instances where that's happened, and it's even more instances. There's even more scenarios of defensive player, or I'll even tweak a little bit or add to unnecessary physicality. Let me add that caveat. Unnecessary physicality, right? Like when somebody running the ball, two players and already hit him, he going down, but three other players want to come and get hits. That's weak ass shit. If you already going down, fuck you hitting him for?
Because the offensive player can stiff arm you like 6 times.
That shit greedy. You just trying to get stats up on somebody who already got their stats. Let your players do their fucking job if you a teammate. You're supposed to be there to back them up, not to take their shot.
You gotta look at it different, because I look at it 2 ways, right? The offensive player can do anything they want to. Like they can stiff arm you. You can't have illegal hands to the face when you're on defense. Like it's so much against the defense.
Yeah, but I can grab you. Listen, I can grab you though. See, the offensive player can push. I can grab you. I can grab your chest. Listen, as long as you're not grabbing them from behind, on defense, I can grab you. When I'm on the defensive line, when I want to rush the quarterback, I can grab the front of your jersey and slam you to the ground. That is legal. On defense, I can grab you. On offense, they cannot grab. So you're at an advantage. What are you talking about? If you stick your arm out and I grab your arm and yank you down, that's legal. So what are you talking about?
How many players have you grabbed in a real life situation to make it?
I grab all the time when I tackle. How can I tackle you without grabbing you?
Because I lunge. I take off and I lunge and I know exactly what I'm doing.
That's bad tackling.
I don't miss what I tackle.
It's still bad tackling. That's still bad tackling technique. You're supposed to get to the player, break down, and body him up. Your lunge, your forward aggression towards him should not be to a lunge. It should be to an impact. That's different.
That's from no, because guess what? Me lunging at full speed, is the impact. You just said it. Me lunging at full speed is the impact.
I know impact definitely could be taken because that's a vague statement. I definitely got caught up.
You saying you grabbing a nigga, you saying you grabbing a person and suplexing them. That's not about to happen in real life football, bro.
Now you don't got to suplex or what? Listen, because this what I'm saying.
You said you grabbing somebody. You said you grabbing somebody from their jersey.
Grab and go to suplex. I never said suplex.
You said you grabbing them from their jersey and you
flip them and pull them down. You can grab them. You can do that.
I'm saying I'm running at you. And like you said, I'm breaking down, and at that point of breakdown, I'm lunging at you. At that point, I'm a predator, bro. It's different. And you might say it's bad technical technique.
You're absolutely 100%.
You might say it's bad technical technique, but trust me, I'm getting my prey. I call it prey. Like I say, I play the game differently. And like it was a conversation about basketball and football players and who can do what. I'm telling you, I played the game like Bobby Boucher. Whatever type of day I had, whatever type of feelings that I had, I administer pain. It's the reason why I rap, because I can't administer the pain that I want to with football because I got to take plays off. The ball not going to come my way because I'm like Deion. I could lock it up. I'm going to shut down corner, but I'd rather hit you. Because you're going to think I'm small. And I got a small man complex. So you're going to think I'm small and you can think you can track me?
I got a small man complex. CDK. Dragon, welcome back, baby.
What's up, Drag?
Hey.
But yeah, you could think you can track me, but I'm telling you, we could try it. We could try it.
Dragon,
I like the Oklahoma drill.
I love Oklahoma. Wait, that's gonna stare off. Hold on. I love that drill. Wait, don't stare off.
Come on.
Dragon, where you at with it? Where you at? I don't know how much you heard or what you missed, man. Where you at with it? Wait, you on mute, bro. You on mute.
Yeah, we can't hear you, bro. Are you in there now? We hear you.
Wait, I can't hear him.
I thought I heard some static.
No, you on mute still. Okay, so look, go out and just re-hit the link. It'll bring you right back.
Yeah, we waiting on you, Drake.
Yeah, we waiting on you.
Well, bro. Like,
DeeTrynt, Game Changa Sports Talk, InDaStreetzSportz, streaming on multiple media platforms. Me, CDK, Dragon. We sit here talking NFL, different aspects in the NFL now, right? Right now we going into just like techniques and fundamentals and how the game is played. But listen, as Clevelanders, right? I want you to understand, like, you don't really get to see how the average fan thinks when you just looking at the Cleveland media. And when I say this, this is no offense to them. It's just that I don't feel like they embody through their publications the average football fan here. That's a Cleveland Browns fan for sure, or just an average football fan. Our knowledge of the game is way more than people give it credit for. Our understanding of how things work, no matter what perspective we come from, we all came from the same tutelage. Our muni leagues was fire. Our high schools was fire. We just didn't get support like everybody else did, but they was fire. And you know how they know we was fire? Because by the time they led our teams in the big leagues, we was whooping them. And now they feeding. Now them players is feeding the NFL. You feel what I'm saying? But that's another conversation. That's a different conversation. But I'm just saying, like, when you come on the Game Changer Sports Talk Show, when you hear us talk, bro, we talking, we giving you the real raw. And understand we come from a place of knowledge. We don't know it all. We ain't coming off like we know everything. It ain't that. But what we do know, we know, and we could back up. Drag, how you feel? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
Drag back. There you go. There you go.
Okay. All right. So for this whole defensive receiver shit, man, like I only played semi-pro ball. I played semi-pro ball for a couple of years, man, and that defensive receiver shit is no joke, bro. Like, if you're going across the middle and your quarterback throw it a certain way, and if you got to go up with both hands and you off the ground, it's over for you, bro. It's over with. It's over with, man. It's over with, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, man, because first of all, for you to get popped like that, that's the quarterback's fault. For throwing it the way that he did.
You're going to do it one time.
You're gonna do it one time. That's it. You ain't going to cross the middle up there, bro. And listen, I'm going to tell you this right now, man. Listen, bro. Listen, I'm going to play high school ball. I play semi-pro. I played on the line. I played linebacker. Yes. And I played safety. Bro, and I played corner. I am telling you. And I play middle and I play outside. Bro, I am telling you, you go across the middle and your feet is an inch off the ground, it's free game. I'm sorry. It is free game, like jumping bro. With a basketball. I'm telling
you. Wait. Per rule of football.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, wait. Per rule of football, right? How you can hit that player once they touch the ball. Let's not forget that caveat.
They call targeting so rough now, and that's the rule. But the way they call targeting since Tom Brady, since Tom Brady, man, it's been different, bro. Since Tom Brady, it's been different.
It is,
it's like the music playing when Soulja Boy hit it.
And ever since Eric Berry done blew his knee out, man, they switched. You realize when he blew his knee out, they switched that rule up. You realize that, right? You do realize that? Yeah.
Which rule? Wait. Which rule we talking about?
Okay, so in terms of like targeting, in terms of like defensive receivers, stuff like that, cross the middle, or I take it a step further. Even when it comes to hitting the quarterback, you know that when Eric Berry, or no, not Eric Berry, who was the dude named from Baltimore that blew his knee out? Yeah, no, Sean Taylor played for the Redskins back then, man. I'm talking about dude from Baltimore. But no, he the one that blew out Brady's knee back in what, 2008, I think? I think it was him or somebody else. It was somebody. But either way, the fact that damn, I know I'm looking at the dude's name right now. I can't remember his name. But anyway. Let
me back you up. Suggs did it, but it was the hit at the Pro Bowl that Sean Taylor did on Jake Mahomes.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I got you. Okay, I got you.
But they was like, hey, we gotta change it. They was like, we have to change it.
They had to, man. They had to. And because not only that, man, it's like right, and not only that, bro. Let's be real with the way that the speed of the game is played, the explosive plays, and everything is more tailored towards the offensive side of the ball than it is the defensive side of the ball. Remember, defense got to switch up how they play offenses now. You can no longer jam them and press and put your hands on them after 5 yards. Well, 4? Oh, you fought for these yards. And if you caught this ball after I got physical with you, GG's, my guy. I'm not going to let that happen again. Good play. That's on you. Now, after 5 yards, I got to let up. How fair is that?
And let me back you up a little bit more. Let me back you up a little bit more. Right? Wait. Let me back you up a little bit more because you brought the Tom Brady in.
Come on with it.
You brought the Tom Brady in, which makes a difference, right?
Yup.
Because other than the Randy Moss year, Tom Brady did not throw the ball deep.
He sure didn't. It was always screen plays, short passes, intermittent passes. Yup, that's it.
That was his gameplay. Well, you can't hit his receiver, so you can't hit the quarterback or the receivers that he's throwing the ball to. What is the defense supposed to do?
Exactly. And then not only that, don't forget on the other side, you had Dante Stars, who was also a burner downfield. You had him
Drag,
too.
I like you, Drag. That's what I said. I was. You seen me cheerleading. I ain't never been this hype. I was getting hyped for you, bro. you talking that stuff. It's a Sunday. You preaching, bro.
You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta look at this. You gotta look at their hold on. Look at they receive. Look at they three receivers. Yeah, Moss, Starworth on the outside, Walker in the middle. Then back then when he was around, you had Aaron Hernandez, and then Gronk was coming into his own. Bro, of course, you had to treat it pretty switch up how you play, man. That's why even as a Browns fan, I can't stand these boys. But I love that when Baltimore matched up against them because they was gonna whoop your ass every snap. Every snap, they was gonna beat your ass. Every snap, bro. You don't see defense like that no more, man. Like, okay, so just to add on to this whole thing, I'm gonna throw my fishing rod back into the ocean and I'm gonna pull out this topic. When you said Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback in this league, I gotta disagree with that. I gotta disagree with that. It's easy to sit there and go with the flashiness and the hustle bustle on him, but outside of 2 MVPs, what has he done?
So
outside of hold on. Outside those 2 MVPs and maybe a handful of division titles, which I know we can't talk nothing about, right? Because we ain't know what the division title look like. So I get it. But outside of that, what has that man done?
In my opinion,
number 2 times he was the number 1 seed, had the game in his backyard, and they decided to be pretty.
So in my opinion, right? And this conversation in principle is another reason why I like Peyton over Brady. But we're talking Lamar right now. But right now, specifically, we're talking Lamar over Pat Mahomes, right? Patrick Mahomes is, excuse my French, y'all. Patrick Mahomes is fucking fire. Okay?
Yes.
The things that he can do as a quarterback when it comes to putting ball placement with velocity, accuracy from different angles is something that we have not seen on this level ever.
Very true.
I would argue his ability to read defenses has gotten better, but it's not necessarily top tier. But I will say he is victimized by the young receiving core in the drops. He can run effectively and he could be a threat, but that's because he's such a fire quarterback already. Lamar Jackson is a football player. Let's be very clear about this.
That's understandable.
That is the first, hold on, wait. That is the very first thing that sets him apart from Patrick Mahomes on a fundamental level. I'm not saying Patrick Mahomes is not a football player. What I'm saying is, though, is if I put Lamar Jackson at running back, he's still fire. If I make Lamar Jackson a receiver, he's still fire. I think if you put Lamar Jackson at cornerback, that's something crazy. Because listen, hold on. His footwork, his ability to use his hands, I don't know what his jumping ability is like. But as far as changing directions on the dime, being able to backpedal and move forward, I don't see how that type of athleticism couldn't translate. Also, being the fact that he played a quarterback position, I would think it would be a lot easier for him to read it from a cornerback position. That's just my.
Let me chime in on this.
I gotta challenge you on that, bro. I gotta challenge you on that, man.
Hold on, let me finish the thought, though. Let me finish the thought. So this is just my support for Lamar Jackson as a football player on a fundamental level. And as far as a running threat from a quarterback position and a throwing threat, people swear up and down he can't throw the ball. But I will argue, right? His offensive coaching people wasn't that bright. And what he got now is a lot better than what he's ever had.
You say coaching. I'm gonna say personal.
I said offensive. His offensive.
Let me go here. As a defensive player, right? As somebody that scouts, and I play cornerback, I play free safety. I look at quarterbacks. I know a good quarterback and I know a bad quarterback. So I feel you cold-heartedly, my nigga D, on what you just said. But also at the same time, I think they both fundamentally sound. Because a broken play, they both go make a play. I think the biggest difference is, in which it goes in your favor, Trent, Lamar Jackson never really had a number one receiver. Like we seen Pat Mahomes with Tyreek Hill. We see him with a top 10.
And wait.
A top. Wait.
Hill, Kelsey. No, I'm answering your point. Hill, Kelsey.
Hold on. D, let him finish.
So we see Pat Mahomes with the Kelsey. We see Pat Mahomes with the Kelseys. You know what I mean? And I'm not gonna say Lamar Jackson doesn't have a top tight end or top 10 tight end, but he usually only plays half the season. So like Lamar Jackson hasn't had Mark Andrews for 16 games. Let alone he's never had a number one receiver.
That's true.
So I feel you cold-heartedly, my nigga, in saying the difference in Pat Mahomes. I would like to see it. Give him 16 games with a dominant tight end and a number one receiver. We don't care about the running back position because we don't care about the running back position with KC. It don't matter if it's Pacheco. It don't matter if it's McKenzie. It don't matter who the running back is because it's on the quarterback to make the play. On third down, you probably gonna be out the game. They probably got a whole different running back in for the package in the situation. Know what I mean? And the coaching, like you said, it's been new coaches. Like, you know what I mean? It's a different system. So like I can't judge a player for different systems. So like that's something that has to be taken into account of, but about like some quarterbacks had a new offensive coordinator every year, and that's tough. Like every year you're learning something new.
Yep, that's true.
So like is it like Kyler Murray's situation? Like you can't say he's not a top 10 QB. He had a different coach, different offensive coordinator. Like the Browns quarterback, man, it's tough. And that's just a situation because every year you gonna have a new offensive coordinator, you might have a new coach. You never know who's gonna be here. So consistency is something that is raw, and I don't know how consistent Lamar's situation's been, other than John Harbaugh. Like he's never had a number one receiver. Like honestly, I like trust me, I'm a huge Lamar fan. I wish the Browns would have drafted him. I'm like he's a generational player. Like, I knew about Lamar more than I knew about Pat Mahomes. Like I wanted Lamar here, and I still do. Because people say he can't throw the ball, but like he like a Steve McNair. You say he can't throw, he go throw for 300 next game with no receivers. Like other than OBJ, name a receiver that Lamar played with. Andrew Hollywood Brown, come on, man. We could talk about it. Mark Andrews, and he still got 2 MVPs.
Yes, sir.
And he still got 2 MVPs.
Yes, sir.
I would just like to see him with a weapon. Give him one weapon. He ain't never had no. Give him a running back. Fuck it. He don't even need no receiver. Give him a running back.
He got that in Derrick Henry.
No, he got one. He
probably do, yeah.
He got
one now. He got one now.
That's good.
He got one now.
That's good. I'm glad he getting now. I'm glad he getting now because he more mature.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I'm pulling it to you. Like people say Pat Mahomes is the best, but like Pat Mahomes had the best situation. Like Pat Mahomes, my boy, he a Mavs fan.
Man. Yep.
He a Mavs fan, and like right now, the Mavs fans, we family right now. Like so, like it's no knock on Pat, but like you ain't go through no adversity. I know Lamar, once he figured that out, once you get him a Randy Moss, you get him a anything. Know what I mean? He got Odell after all them knee surgeries.
Yup.
No, I mean, give him a starting receiver and see what happens.
If you gave Lamar Justin Jefferson, boy, we have a different conversation. We would have a different conversation, bro. I'm telling you.
Look, I got my Browns gear on now, but like considering that the Browns left and they went to the Ravens, I mess with the Ravens. I like that's my second favorite team, and I understand it. Like, trust me, I really go that route to Pittsburgh. I really go that route to Cincinnati. The Battle of Ohio means something to me. So, like, I just feel like it's bad timing. It's a bad thing. But, like, I like the black. I like a team that's going to put on all black and give a funeral service. And the Ravens defense usually does that when they're playing for real, for real. So, when you think about the Ravens defense is up there with the Steelers defense, like, defense when I'm a defensive player. So. But I just want to throw it out there, like Lamar.
So let's touch on this whole. You think Lamar is such a great athlete? He can play corner. First of all, no, the fuck he cannot. Excuse my mouth, because you gotta look at the difference of the position. We all know Lamar don't like to be hit. He don't like to be touched, and when he gets nicked up, he is out for a few weeks, let alone a couple of months throughout the year. We've seen it time and time again. He's borderline injury prone, but we don't want to have that conversation, or people ain't ready to have that conversation. That's why you think he's running so damn much outside of his natural ability. I'm going to go there. That's one. Number two, you also have to look at the physicality of the cornerback position. I'm not on Bird's level, but I played a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand the different types of coverages. You got to understand the pursuits. You got to understand when you think you can jump the routes. You got to understand the receiver's hot route. If he's going to sit there and run that route, you got to understand the yardage you got to play off. You got to understand your zone, the shell you got to play. You got to understand the type of positioning you got to be in. You got to understand like the hip rotations that come with it. All that juking shit is cute until you sprain your ankle. Then it's game on. Then it's game on. See what I'm saying? Not only that, Lamar is a quick player, but if you think about it, bro, if you put Lamar in corner right now, his recovery speed is elephant ass. Let's be real. You line him up against Tyreek Hill, he is getting torched. He is getting torched. I'll do you one better. If you put that man in corner right now, even against Xavier Worthy, a rookie, he is getting burnt. I'm sorry. Can we just look? I kind of said they even said, Stephen A. Smith, his stupid ass. He even said it on ESPN. You gotta go. Lamar Jackson, the greatest running back playing quarterback. Ain't that a shot at Buddy? Ain't that a shot at him for real? So let's be real, man. As much as we want to sit here into being Lamar's corner because that's a brother, he black, all this other stuff, think he could play 55% at the same time. No, the fuck he cannot, and excuse my mouth. This man is a quarterback, and he can't even. And truth be told, man. And look, let's end the speculation because I'm talking to everybody and their mama. That Kansas City game and the AFC Championship game should show you guys once and for all that after he won the MVP, his passing yards will go down, his percentages will go down, his turnovers will go up, and then he's going to try to do his best to play Superman when he should have been taking the option to throw the ball downfield. We've seen this man for 6 years by now. You should know his tendencies by now. We all know him. We all know him to be true. So as a defender, lining up, knowing I'm going to be playing them, I am not worried about Buddy throwing the ball. His passing does not scare me. I am more threatened by his running ability than his passing ability. I'm just being real, bro. I'm being dead ass with that one, man.
As a defender, is always a personal hit. And
I'm telling you, bro, it's straight barbecue chicken.
Like how it is in an NBA playoff right now is all about matchups.
Yeah.
And as a defender, you look for a weakness. So like I play the game with a cheat code. Like I know you're not about to beat me deep. So like you can only go across the middle. And that's what I say. Across the middle, just catch the ball. You know what I mean? Because that's your only option at that point. Because like, okay. I can even break it down like this. I idolize when I play the game like Deion Sanders. So I'm taking away a whole third of the field because you're not about to beat me and boss me. You're not about to do none of that, right? So Deion, what was his thing? He didn't tackle. Well, what makes me different?
Yup.
I'm lighting you up. I'm lighting you up. Like that was the one knock on Deion. He didn't tackle, even though he made some tackles. People like he don't tackle. So I'm like, well, you know what? I want to hit people. Like I know I can play receiver, but I don't want to get hit. Like I said, I want to administer the pain. Like I can play receiver like the best of them. Like I can go across the middle and catch it and take it to the house off a slant. You know what I mean? Because I'm fast. I'm faster than most people. I don't want to get hit. So if I catch the ball, I don't want to get hit.
That's real. That's real.
So on defense, I want to hit you. I want you to know that, and like he said, it could be a 4-quarter game. The first time you come to my side and come my way, I'm gonna let you know you made a mistake, and you better go the other way.
I guarantee you ain't coming that way ever again all game.
When you play defense a certain way, and that's what I say. I love the way like Drag. If you ever playing a pickup game and you in the city and you playing out here, let me know, bro. I'm pulling up, nigga. We out here on defense.
That's real, bro. I'll be like, all right, bet. I'm about to run the dick and get some cleats real quick. I got you.
We gonna communicate out there.
Yo,
I got you.
DeeTrynt.
The first time somebody come across that middle, it's gonna be over with.
I'm trying to tell you, bro.
Hold on, y'all. DeeTrynt, Game Changer Sports Talk, InDaStreetzSportz, Sports, streaming on multiple media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at InDaStreetzSportz or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streamings, you can catch the replays on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and various other streaming platforms. Just look for the InDaStreetzSportz channel. Hit the follow, subscribe, like, share. Once you get in, look for Game Changer Sports Talk. Game Changer Sports Talk with yours truly, DeeTrynt. Do the same with that. Right now, I'm sitting up here with CDK and Dragon Hayabusa. We talking football, fundamental sports. It's just really, right now we just more just, shooting this about just, our love for the game, how we view it. It's random topics coming up, you know what I'm saying? And that's just how we doing it right now. We definitely get into the last leg of it, though. We've been streaming for a couple hours for those that's just coming in. I appreciate you being here. Imaginarium, appreciate you chiming in.
New comment alert. Woo-woo.
He say, prime tackle, he just didn't hit. Hey, hold on. CDK, I like that. Comment alert. I like that.
Comment alert. New comment alert. Woo-woo. Yeah. We in here, baby. Yeah. We want you to know, like, if you comment, we gonna highlight that. And yes, he did tackle. But if you notice, like, it'd be a lot of pile-ups and Prime would go in there, just put 2 hands on it. Like, trust me, he's my favorite player. Like, I modeled my game after. So, trust me, I know. But there's a lot of times where, like, he not about to square up with you. And that's the difference between a linebacker position. Like, because y'all play linebacker. A linebacker go size you up and square off and tee off. You know what I mean? Like in golf, like you go tee off, like you go measure it up right. So like I know that. So like when I say I play it differently, like I'm teeing off. Like and when we talked about improper tackling and tackling, no, like I'm not about to tackle something that I can't see. So like I understand the Prime situation. And it's not to say he didn't have tackles.
Hold on.
It's not to say that he didn't have tackles, but at the same time, he wasn't lighting stuff up.
No, everybody know that. Everybody know that. That's not even a topic. If
I'm saying no, it was just he said he didn't hit. I'm saying I'm lighting stuff up. You know what I mean? I love Prime. You know what I mean? But
I would say this though, right? When you are excellent in one aspect or facet, you're not really required to have to be great at the other ones. It just adds to you when you are good at the other things. But for what his position required, he was great at. His position isn't required to tackle. You know what I'm saying? It's just that as a football player, you just be like, nigga, you should tackle because you
that's
on
what it is
defense.
for me. Because like me
you
and
know what I'm
Drag
saying?
talking about it, like I think we played. Like I said, like I played to administer pain. Like I don't know how Drag played, but he vouched for it.
Man. My anger, I'm taking my anger on you, bro.
So check
that middle of the field. That middle of the field is crucial. It's the reason why, like, it was a term called alligator arms. You go put your hands out there to try to reach for the ball, but like you gonna know, like it's not too wise to go across that middle, depending who's there.
So
and right now, the NFL took away that, and it hurts.
Right. I'm gonna tell y'all, right, just to give y'all a little history. I'll start with this though, right? Unfortunately, because of home requirements, at a certain age, I was unable to pursue whatever I might have could have became in whatever sport. It is what it is, right? But even up past that point, I've been a student of football since I was 4 years old. This is not a lie. This is not a, no. Anybody who knows me will tell you this. I've been watching football since I was 4, basketball since I was 5, right? I've always been a student of the game, right? I learned the game from Madden and what's my guy in San Francisco for Rice and them. His name will lose me right now. And Jimmy Johnson. No, they coach. Bill Walsh.
Come on, baby. We here.
Right?
We here. Bill Walsh had one of the greatest offenses
Landry and the Steel Curtain defense. Okay.
Yeah, come on. Talk about it.
Ryan in the 4-4 defense.
Yeah.
Okay, we talking the greatest show on turf, the greatest 3-man wheel I ever seen with Aikman, Emmett, and Playmaker. We talking. I seen Barry dominate. Tim Brown was one of my favorite receivers for a very long time. When I tell you, I am a true student. Now, hold on, bro. Listen, I am a true student of the game. When I started playing the game, I played in the trenches. I started off as a center and guard, the nose tackle and defensive tackle and defensive end. When they realized I was super athletic, I played the linebacker. Then I played the safeties. Then I played running back. But I used to write plays, bro. I used to draw up plays and create schemes. Like I did this. And we used to play them on our team. Like when it come to, that's why I say, like when it come to football, bro, that's why I specify earlier in it. When it comes to the essence and core of how to play the game, how to get it done, the purpose, the requirements, how to manipulate the rules, I am an expert.
There you
go.
Bro,
that's not to cut you off, not at all. But that's why, like, I love you and I love this podcast because you keep it authentic and you know what you're talking about, bro. Like, it's the reason why I pulled up, and I appreciate that you called me the co-host. Like, I appreciate all that. Like, I look at language and lingo, and I know exactly what you're talking about. That's why I told Drag, we ain't never met, but he over here getting me hype.
I told you, bro. Hey, Drag, make you want to go outside right now, like lace them up, bro. Because
the way both of y'all talking that stuff, it get me in the mode. You know what I mean? So it's like I love that. That's why I say anybody that come on here and talk about sports, anything, like I mean, I'm biased about my teams when it comes to my teams. I'm not gonna lie. Like that's anybody when it comes to their team. Like I can't come on here. If you was to do a Cavs podcast, I can't come on here just talking about the Cavs and just denigrating them. Like, no, we better have a Cavs conversation. And like, I'm gonna give you an honest opinion. Like, honestly.
All right, wait. So check this out, right? Boy, let's drag up here.
Touch on that too, bro.
Right. I was about to say we've been vibing, right?
Hey, but you know what? Hey, but you know I'm gonna cut up out in a couple of minutes because I gotta take care of something really quick after this, man. So yeah,
just tap in. Hey, bro, anytime you tap in.
I got you, bro. I appreciate that, man.
We like you. Hey, bro, pull up.
I got
Just
you.
be like, send a link. Like when you got
Right,
time and
that's
we
it,
doing
man.
this, pull up, bro.
I got you.
I'm gonna
Say
hit
no more.
the show. I had a whole itinerary lined out. We only got to the first part of it, which was cool though because it's actually kind of fire. So I
Hey,
still
this
got
always go
another
like this.
list that we can get to
Oh yeah,
on
man.
another segment. This
Yes,
is the
sir.
one. This is the 1-2-part question that I'm gonna ask, and we gonna end.
Okay.
We gonna end it on this. All right. And
Okay.
I'll go last.
We in the streets, baby.
Who do you feel like is going to be the MVP or the defensive player of the year?
Mm.
Now I understand. It's an impulse
Unfortunately,
question. I ain't. You feel me? We can
It is a
always
loaded question,
revisit
bro.
this. You feel me?
it's loaded, but I'm a J it up. No, we ain't got to segue it. I'm a J it up. It's an offense-driven league.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going Pat Mahomes.
Mm.
There's something special in the water in Dallas right now. I'm going Pat Mahomes. That's all you guys know.
You ain't do defensive player of the year. It's a 2-part question.
No, wait. What'd you say? What'd you say, bro? My bad. I was laughing. I hear you.
Defensive player of the year.
Defensive player. I'm sticking with the one last year. I'm gonna stay home. I'm going Miles.
Mm-hmm.
That's not
Dragon.
gonna change.
Where you at?
Somebody got to take it from Miles.
Man. Oh God. Okay, I'm
Flat
gonna
out,
play the year.
CDK. Somebody got to take it from Miles. Flat out.
Let's go.
Flat out.
You know they're gonna end trying to give it to TJ Watt again, just because you know they're gonna try to do that. You know that. We got a conversation on another day, but you know they're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
Especially for some. Well, you know what? That's okay. That's a loaded question. That's a loaded statement. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pass it. I'm gonna pass.
What? You still hear Drag? Can you
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, bro. All right,
Yeah, my fault. I had a call come in. Call me. All right, cool. Defensive player of the year. I like Myles Garrett's chances, so I'm gonna go there. Yeah. That's chalk. MVP. See, that's I borderline don't like MVP, man, because it's all centered on quarterbacks. When you had people like Christian McCaffrey who had the ball all year, you had Tyreek Hill who damn near cracked almost 2,000 yards last season, and he damn near could have really. But I think I might go. I'm gonna go Mahomes too, man. Fuck it. That's what I'm
know what I mean? Hey, bro, we twins.
I'm gonna go Mahomes, man.
We twins, bro. We don't know each other, but I feel like we know each other, bro. Like I like the way you talk that talk, man. You talk that lingo, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man.
Right?
But look, I'm gonna slide on up out of here, man. It was a pleasure and an honor talking to you boys, man. I'm gonna definitely try to catch the next one on my next off day, man. I'm gonna catch you on the next one, man. Y'all take care.
Yeah, pull up on us, man. We out here, man.
Appreciate you, man.
In the streets.
Yes, sir. All right, y'all be easy.
Bro. We appreciate you. We appreciate you so much, man. Thanks for not being scared and pulling up and giving me your take, bro.
No problem, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all boys be easy.
All right,
you already know.
Go. Shout out to Dragon for coming up, chopping up with us. You know what I'm saying? Add a lot of energy, a lot of good insight, realism.
Did you notice he got me so hyped?
Always a pleasure.
Did you notice he got me hyped? I was over here like ad-libbing.
I did. I tried to forewarn you. I did forewarn you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
No,
that's
I like him. Hey man, you gotta get some noises so we can get him a round of applause. Just if he ain't even here, we just do the round of applause. We gotta get some noises, some background ad-libs, cause Drag definitely came in and gave a different perspective other than just us. But speaking of which, you asked the question. So what's your defensive player of the year and your MVP?
Okay, then. So
you can't get away from this.
Myles Garrett is my number one choice.
Okay? Damn, that's unanimous.
What?
That's unanimous.
I will say.
Mm-hmm.
of all years, I like Fred Warner's chances this year.
Fred Warner is crazy, and
I
I like when I want to go back on my Mario Davis statement once you said Fred Warner, because Fred Warner fucking changes the game, and like you have to have a player that can change the game. Mario Davis doesn't change the game. He just plays. It's like you said. He plays the game the right way. Like the tackling technique and everything. Like he plays the game the right way. But like a game changer, Fred Warner is. He's the best inside middle linebacker in the game.
Imaginarium said JOK for Defensive Player of the Year. All right. Mm-hmm. You know what? Listen, right?
It's possible.
I think if it's another Brown that contends, my number one choice would be Denzel Ward. If he plays a full 16, I feel like he could put his name in the hat. But I would love to see JOK contend. But my number one choice is Miles. My second choice is Fred Warner. I think this feel like a year, long as he can play the whole 16. I think this a year he'll get much past due recognition on a national level. MVP also got 2. One is contingent on when he starts and he plays the whole season. And my number one choice is Deshaun Watson. I feel like this is a Cleveland sweep.
That's tough, Brody.
MVP and Player of the Year.
That's tough. I love that.
Reason Deshaun isn't able to play all the games this year. Hopefully that's not the case. My secondary choice is Derrick Henry. Him with Lamar Jackson is going to be such.
It's gonna be scary. It's gonna be scary
because every receiver on that team is now open.
Yep, it's gonna be scary. Like
every team. So with that being said, we have to
continue this.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like, it's been like you said, it's kind of like the first time. We only covered half the topics that we really want to talk about. And Derrick Henry to Baltimore, just the Browns in the division, we have to talk about it.
So we'll do a segment. I'll outline it. We'll do a segment on impact free agent or impact off-season moves. We'll do that. I mean, we'll do that, right?
We can keep because we still got topics that we had to discuss.
No, listen, bro. Listen, we do this unlimited, bro. We run as many shows as we can create and put together and do it.
Bro, I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
We'll talk about
we out here. This me and you. The fact that you called me a co-host, bro, rather than special guest, rather than featured person. The fact that you called me a co-host, bro, that means something. I ain't even gonna lie to you. That
you started the stream
mean a lot to me.
But listen, we're gonna talk about that off camera. We're gonna
talk about a lot of things. But whenever you want to continue the NBA conversation about the finals,
we're gonna put that together.
That needs to be the next segment.
With that being said, y'all, it's been a pleasure rocking with everybody who's tuned in.
Man, we in the street.
Commented, all that. I please implore and encourage you all to share the stream, like the stream, comment on the stream, revisit the streams, comment on the stream, share them. Give us your feedback. Let me know what you want to hear, don't want to hear, like to see. Listen, man, it's all about being able to put that content out and being able to reach the audiences that want to be able to hear authenticity, right? I am DeeTrynt. This is Game Changer Sports Talk on the InDaStreetzSportz channel. Streaming on multiple media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube. Follow us on IG at InDaStreetzSportz or at DeeTrynt. If you missed the live streamings, please go ahead and catch us on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public. various other streaming platforms. Just look for the Industry Sports channel. Subscribe, like, share, follow. Once you get in there, you will see the Game Changer Sports Talk Show with yours truly, DeeTrynt. Do the same with that. Go visit the InDaStreetzSportz.com website. Latest articles, all that. If you have anybody that want to be spotlighted, if you're an aspiring writer or podcast aspiring, right? Get with me, man. I'm setting up opportunities for people to be able to come in, get their feet wet. You know what I'm saying? Break it down. Trust me when I tell you, man, I got a lot to offer you that'll be able to allow you to grow whichever way you want to grow. I ain't a greedy guy, man. It's all about, for me, it's all about having it in place, right? We can argue about how it's going to go, but let's do that while it's going on, right? All them arguments before we get it started don't go nowhere. And we got to get more in the habit of having stuff go somewhere. That each piece is leading up to something that's going to be something greater later on. Because we ain't getting
you about to change the game.
You know what I'm saying?
You about to change the game. Like, trust me.
Man,
it's the reason why I'm here.
It is.
Why we go chop it up.
So it's a lot more of my homies I got all across the country. You know, we gonna reach out and chop it up. But anybody listening, I don't care where you at in the world. If you want to give your feedback, if you want to be able to chime in and do your thing, you need a spotlight, whatever the case, man, get at me. Hit us up at InDaStreetzSportz@gmail.com or DeeTrynt@gmail.com. Inboxes on any social media site. Follow us, let us know. CDK, let them know where they can follow you, where they can catch you at, bro, and let them know, you know what I'm saying, a little bit more before we close it out.
Oh, yeah. Right now, I'm just on CDK41 on Twitter or CDK41 on IG. For real, I want you guys to tune into Industry Sports. I want you guys to, if you looking for me, come in here, leave a comment. I know some of my takes might not be something that everybody approve of. Leave a comment on this page, and I promise you, either me or DeeTrynt go get back to you. Like, we might segue to the next comment. Like, we need you to leave comments on here. We need you to interact with us. I'm here for the homie. Like, it's CDK41. Literally, don't too many people have that. But no, like, we trying to change the game where perspectives matter. Everybody got an opinion. So, like, how do you really feel? Like, we talking cash, we talking Mavs, we talking Browns, we talking Indians, we talking sports, we talking real life. Like, it might be one day we talking about relationships. It might be we in the streets. We talk about whatever my homie want to talk about. I'm here with him. I'm riding with him. Like, he a real one. And that's why I'm here. I wouldn't even be here if he ain't real. I wouldn't even be here. You know what I mean? There's just a lot of things I went into this. And I'm just saluting my guy. Because he a real one. And anytime he need me, I'm going to pull up. Like, so, like, I please leave the comments.
Shout out to Hooligan Studios, man, for making it possible, man.
Yeah, man, shout out to the homie. I know you listening. I know you're listening to me somewhere in the cut.
It's Sunday.
He made all this possible.
It's wind down time. It's 7. It's wind down time. We gonna holler at y'all in a second, man. Be easy, stay great. You know what I'm saying? Love your peoples, man. We'll get up with y'all in a second. 1.